How's it going, everybody? Today is a very confusing day. We're gonna do 5 things I hate about my Honda Civic. It's confusing because 10 minutes ago it was gloomy. 5 minutes ago it was just like 100km/h winds gusting. Now it's possibly getting sunny out. I have no idea what to expect, so we're gonna try and film this one as fast as possible. If it looks like I was crying, it was because I was outside and I got sniped in the cornea by a rogue snowflake at like Mach 1, so it looks safe now. We're gonna venture forth. It is sunny. I don't know what's happening today. This is the most confusing weather we've had in a while. That's saying a lot for here. So for today, we're gonna be talking about that was the worst angle, 93 Honda Civic. Now, if you guys haven't been following, I basically bought this thing a few months ago and it sat for a very long time, but engine wasn't running great, had oil everywhere. I forced it to drive and I blew the engine up. So I basically blew up the engine, ended up swapping it. I feel like it's windy over here, so I don't know how to film this any better. But I've had a few Civics. This is my first EG or EJ2. And I love it. She's a good little nugget. However, there are some major issues that I absolutely, 5 things that I cannot stress this enough, absolutely hate about this thing. So let's get right into it. Once again, guys, I apologize for this audio. Today's the day I have to film this because we go into another deep freeze and it's gonna be snowing -20. So I do apologize about that, but we're gonna get it done today. Hopefully it'll turn out good. Let's get into it. First off, if we're sitting here, let me fisheye you guys. Now it's like you're sitting in my lap. Hello. That is by far the creepiest thing I've ever said. Anyway, pretend you're sitting right here and say you turn left, mirror, shoulder check, turn left. Now what if you turn right? There's no mirror. It doesn't have a mirror on the passenger side. Like, you can still shoulder check and not kill people, but like, this is, what? It was an option in 93 for a passenger side mirror. That's not unusual for older cars, but that's a real pain in the ass. And you think it's like, you know, driving's not an issue, but when you're backing up, having a mirror is pretty nice, especially when you're, I don't know, parallel parking or not trying to get stuck in a snowbank and reversing all the way from over there, which was a bad idea on my part. But yeah, no mirror. I cannot stress enough, number one thing I hate most, not having a mirror. Which is convenient because this ties right into my second thing I hate so much about this Civic. This one might be a little more specific to my car in general, but I do know EG people do suffer from this. This is base model. That means no power steering, which kind of sucks, but that's not the issue. It has no AC or anything. So, when we're in the winter, and these windows decide that they want to be pissed off, this car gets humid. And I thought the first time I got it, I had to scrape the windshield. I've never done that before. And I was like, well, this is weird. Perhaps dude was having a sauna before the car broke down in a parking lot. No. It turns out that's a common thing for these cars. When you don't have AC, they just get humid. You know how many times I've cleaned my glass? Lots. Do you know how many times I've used a card to scrape my windshield, the inside? With this car, lots. I don't know why. We're gonna try, obviously, there's a Rain-X defogger system thing. She's a problem child, but we still love this car. So I think this is the third thing I hate about this car. So in my EJ2, I know EGs are the same way, super basic interior. Love the seats. They don't come with an armrest, which isn't a huge deal, but they also don't come with a center console. It's literally just a flat piece all the way over here. This is, oh my God, these seats are horrendous. For the record, still just got this running. Those are getting cleaned, possibly replaced. Don't judge me on this car. She is dirty. This, just did a video on installing this because I didn't think it was a huge issue, but it's actually really annoying not having a center console. I also didn't have a working ashtray up here, so I couldn't put my phone in there. And then that cubby over there, stuff just falls out of. So you get these cute little cup holders. You get the cute little thing for the shifter, and you can like tuck your phone there, but that doesn't stay. And if it's in the middle here, your phone will slide underneath the seats and be gone forever. And when I tell you, you don't want to go anywhere near underneath these seats, you don't want to go anywhere near them. So I've tried cleaning out here. I haven't even gotten underneath the seats. And if everywhere out here was as dirty as it was, like look at this. That's a shiny door trim piece thing. That's gross. I can't even imagine what's under here. Look, the gifts, the treasures that they left us on the seats, it's gonna be 10 times worse down there. It's furry! I might be getting a little distracted. The main point of this presentation is without a center console, it's a nightmare. It sucks. At least you can do something about it, but I hate not having anything to put stuff in comfortably near you or anything. And when these cup holders turn out to be way too small, this turns into a cup holder. It's a whole thing. Okay, this might be our chance to start breaking the weather. Let's go for it. This one's outside. I don't know if it's picking up, but she's a little pissed off today. So am I, because bam, thing number 4 I hate, okay? Headlight, glass. Glass, what's this? Plastic. Do you know how well these things love to explode? That's like the thinnest plastic ever. OEM are kind of okay. Once they get replaced with whatever this is, it's garbage. And this is an OEM lookalike, but it's just so flimsy. They break, they don't fit the greatest. They suck. This can take a walloping. This cannot. When we're here in our stormy weather season and rocks are hitting this one, it's all right. I mean, it chips a few places and stuff, pitting. This one just explodes, just gives up on life. I don't know. I just wish they were both glass or just both plastic, so I wouldn't have one really good shiny one and one that gets just windowed every 30 seconds. I don't know. And number 5, for things I hate about this little car. Door handles are pretty cool. This one isn't really specific to my Civic or EGs. It applies to EKs as well. Pretty much anything from mid 80s up to 2000, I know, and CRVs have the same issue. See this little hood release? See how it has the little handle thing to pull it? Yeah, those love to break. It's their favorite pastime, is just to break. So then you'll see just the end of a little cable hanging here. There's barely any issues with quality parts from Honda, but for some reason, the hood latch is just made of hopes and dreams. Weak ones at that, not the good hopes and dreams. And that thing just breaks. It's just the worst. So obviously any Honda you get, your first mod or maintenance is probably going to be a hood latch, just so you can get under the hood. It's a good thing they're cheap, but it's just a pain in the ass. It goes under the fender, goes around the headlight to the latch, has a weird U, the rad's in the way. It's not a good time. It's not a good time at all. Say that's about it. She's not done. We have a lot of work to do. We have rust repair, exhaust, more performance, possibly yet another engine swap. And I do love this car. You know, it's got its downsides. I've only had it for a short while, so it hasn't had time to, you know, prove itself to me yet, but it's a Honda, and I love Hondas, and I know you guys do too. And I do love this color, and I'm so happy. We haven't even started making her look good. Ah, wind. Okay, we're safe. The wind showed up again. I'm cold. I do love this car. It's a great thing. It's a perfect starter car for anyone, and it's a good foundation for a build, so yeah. 5 things I hate, or 6, or 4. Multiple things I hate about my Honda Civic. That's about it, guys. Hopefully we have our next video coming out is going to be about the old engine. If you guys like what you see, subscribe. We got more Honda content, possibly CRV content too. We'll see. But that's it for today, guys. 5 things I hate, 4 things, some things that I hate about my Honda Civic.